Breaking news out of Bank of America Stadium. The Panthers firing head coach Ron Rivera late this afternoon.
Panthers are expected to release quarterback Cam Newton today.
Breaking news. The Carolina Panthers and tight end 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗓 parting ways.
I still want to play, but I don't think it's the right decision, so...
So I'm sitting here, thought I heard my phone ring, but it disappeared. Guess I'm just losing my mind again.
Good morning, beautiful people. It is Tuesday, January 7th, 2020, and once again, we have breaking news to lead off the show. I guess 9:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is the official time of coaches getting hired in the National Football League. As of this morning, Matt Rhule, formerly of the Baylor Bears and of the Temple Owls, is now the head coach of the Carolina Panthers. Congratulations.
Go, Matt.
Matt Rhule took Temple into prominence. He was able to recruit and bring in a bunch of physical specimens that took Temple from being irrelevant, which was once a relevant team, back into relevancy, being a top 25 squad. He then got hired by Baylor. Baylor was in the depths of hell whenever it comes to college football, both on the field and off the field. Despicable things happening off the field, terrible things happening on the field. Matt Rhule was hired in there, brought this family-type mindset, this attitude that we're going to build from within, and crafted a 1-win team into an 11-win team that was 1 win away from going to the college football playoff. Look for him to bring Phil Snow to be his defensive coordinator from Baylor to the Carolina Panthers. I have no idea what they're going to do on the offensive side of the ball. They got some big decisions to make.
Panthers fans, meet your new offensive coordinator, Joe Brady.
Joseph Brady. I'm from Pembroke Pines, Florida. There we go. I like it. I like it. I'm passionate, prepared. You know, I love the game of football, and so the Panthers fans can expect points. They can expect winning, and they can expect a lot of fun and a lot of touchdowns.
This is about as cold as it gets.
Look at you.
Yes, I would love my AirPods.
How does it feel to be champions, Temple? How about that Rhule? How much these players love their head coach?
See you, Jaspy. Girls, you coming? Come on. Jasper wants to go too, I think. There you go. Jazzy's running away. Jazzy's getting a head start to Carolina.
He's going to Carolina.
That's right. Come on, buddy. Ready? All right, guys. Who wants to get on first? Leona? No, Leona will. What a good brother. Coach, fired up to be here. Fired up to be here.
As of this morning, Matt Rhule, formerly of the Baylor Bears and of the Temple Owls, is now the head coach of the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, it's great to be back. Absolutely great to be back. You guys excited to be here? You excited to be here? Yes. Are you being shy? It's definitely bigger. Yeah, definitely bigger. And it's still, it's definitely surreal. But it's beyond exciting. It really is. There he is. How are you, my friend?
This is my favorite job. It's Mr. Coleman's job, but
yes,
I love sitting
How are
in the
you?
seat.
Matt Rhule. Nice to see you. Thank you so much.
Very good. You want to go upstairs and
yes, sir.
meet some other folks?
All right, let's do it. How are you, man? Good to see you, brother. You doing well? Yeah, welcome. Welcome back.
Good to have you. Yeah.
What's up, man? Good to see you.
Yep.
How you been?
Good.
How are you?
Man, Shaq?
Matt Rhule.
Nice
Good to see you,
brother.
man.
You too. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I was fired up to be here,
Long
man.
time.
I offered him a scholarship way back when. He wouldn't even come visit me. So now all of a sudden, now what's up?
Times change, huh?
That's exactly right.
Tables have turned.
Tables have turned. Last time I saw him, he was hanging 60 on me. Yeah. How you doing, man? Good, man. Good to see you. Matt,
Kelly, nice to meet you.
Kelly leads our graphic department.
Awesome.
But she's going to be leading you through the photo shoot portion.
Oh, gracious.
Don't you wish you could wear this all day?
I would be so happy. Thank you very much.
Certainly, thanks for being
Oh,
patient.
it's my pleasure, Kimmy.
How many texts/calls have you gotten in that last 24 hours?
I'd say I'm at 1,000 right now. Yeah. At one point yesterday, I had I put my phone down for a few minutes. I looked down, the number was like 462, and then I tried to keep catching up, So because I try to reply or respond to every text, So I did a lot of that on the plane today. Thank goodness the plane had Wi-Fi. I was able to iMessage people. You going first? Look at that.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Thank you, guys. Brian wants. All right, you can hold it, but you can't throw it. Oh, it's gorgeous. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
What's up? What's up? Going to the press conference for the new coach. Hopefully, he got some good things to say. Keep pounding.
Yeah, you know who he is.
I used to be what your dad is trying to hope to get.
That's exactly right. The best.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's amazing how life changes in one day.
I know it is.
It's crazy, man. Yeah. But I'm excited. So I'm excited.
Should be.
Please welcome a builder, an innovator, a motivator, a hard worker, and the new head football coach of the Carolina Panthers, Matt Rhule.
Everything that our players do, everything that anyone associated with the Carolina Panthers do, everything has got to be our best each and every day. And when you live a life like that where everything's important, where no days are throwaways, you can be proud of the guy next to you. You can be proud of your effort, and most importantly, eventually success and championships will come. And I look forward to working each and every day with you to make us the best organization in the National Football League. I wanted to find people in an organization that's tough. That's tough. Keep pounding isn't just a slogan, it's a way of life. That when things are hard or when things are good, how you feel or what's happening can affect your effort each and every day.
That first day of school feeling is one that everyone can relate to. New job, new place, new beginnings. But for as many beginnings as there was one ending that would come out of the blue. Before he had a chance to put down his bags, Rhule had to deal with a decision that shocked the football world. And news such as this doesn't stay quiet for long.
Somebody posted on Twitter. It's just a random guy, though. Luke said he's retiring.
No, it's just a matter of time. the news is getting out already.
Oh, seriously?
It hasn't gotten out yet, but it's about to.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello. What's up, man? Get you around. Just drop this in your pocket.
Cool. What is it, chest up?
Yes, sir.
Chest up. I don't know how to start this job. Sound good writing it down, but it doesn't sound like.
Hey man, if you run out of words to say,
Yeah.
let's talk from the heart.
Yeah.
You know what you want to say.
A candid Luke Kuechly there, retiring with the Panthers. What is his legacy in the NFL? Did you guys find yourself right away sort of going to that when you woke up this morning? What does it mean for him?
I talked to the folks in Carolina. I know that he went in there, and what's a crazy word to even hear, he was apologizing yesterday to David Tepper, to Matt Rhule, the new head coach, to Marty Herney. But the most selfless thing he could do in this retirement is not wait till after free agency, not wait till after the draft. He is saying it now so they can rebuild and start anew, and he didn't want to be a story that got in the way of that. Luke Kuechly, the ultimate Carolina Panther. I know that city loves him, I know that fan base loves him, and I know that building loves him. We as a table have had the honor to watch him play over many, many years.
Four-man pressure, and Wilson in trouble, flicks it out of the backfield, picked off Kuechly, angling right, 10, 5, touchdown!
Oh, they're going crazy up here! My man, Luke Kuechly!
I know there's a lot going on at this time with the team, and I appreciate you taking time to watch this. I still remember my first press conference in this building in 2012 after being drafted by the Panthers.
How you guys doing? Thank you. Thank you very much. I think, for me, it was kind of what I just said, and you got to come in, you got to be humble because it's a different game, it's a different level, and I think if you come in with an open mindset and willing to work, good things will happen.
I knew very little of the Panthers and less about Charlotte. Today, they hold a very special place in my heart.
Luke Kuechly is a beast.
Tremendous instincts.
The legend of Luke Kuechly just keeps growing and growing and growing.
AP Defensive Player of the Year.
Luke Kuechly.
Breeze drops back deep to throw, climbs up in the pocket, throws intercepted. Luke Kuechly at the 48-yard line.
Hey, that's on you guys. That's on you guys. Good job.
But I think the most important thing that I've been able to be a part of is good people. From the people in Charlotte to the fans to the people in this organization to the players and coaches. I've really truly enjoyed my opportunity to be here and playing with some of the best teammates anybody could ever wish for.
I loved seeing all the outpouring of respect from him, from his teammates, his old coach, Ron Rivera, of course, Michael Thomas, a guy who's gone up against him, but specifically the one that I liked the most, Gronk was great, but Bobby Wagner. So I just really liked seeing that because that's, if Tom Brady had been on Twitter when Peyton Manning retired, we'd have that similar sort of
it's huge respect.
It makes me sad because I love playing this game. I've played it since I was a little kid and it's my favorite thing in the world to do. And the memories I have from this place and this organization and playing on the field with these guys, they'll never go away. And there's only one way to play this game since I was a little kid is to play fast and play physical and play strong. And at this point, I don't know if I'm able to do that anymore. And that's the part that is the most difficult is I still want to play, but I don't think it's the right decision, so thought about it for a long time, and I think now is an opportunity for me to step away with what's going on here. I think we've got a really good linebacker room. I think Shaq and those guys are going to step into a tremendous job. I just want to say thank you to the coaches, the players, the support staff, the training staff, thank you, Panther fans. Thank you, everybody in the NFL, for your constant support. And now it's time to move in a different direction.
That's it. It's fantastic.
Do I need to do another one?
That's it. It's perfect. How do you feel about it?
I don't know.
But
Ah, John. I'm not dead.
Like I said, you were.
Even the greatest of journeys come to an end, and the strongest of men eventually hit the end of the road. For 8 seasons, 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗟 was the heart and soul of the Panthers defense. His departure undoubtedly leaves a huge hole to fill. So for Rhule and his budding staff, the end of one era provided a reminder that theirs was just beginning.
When you're in the National Football League, the players are the best of the best. And so you have to be somebody who can help players play better. We want to have a great mix on our coaching staff of youth and experience, of all different backgrounds. But at the end of it all, they have to be great teachers. They have to be people that can get another man to play just a little bit better. And so I think that they should be excited because this is their team and it represents their city. And there's great players on this team. And we're trying to build a coaching staff that matches the fans' intensity, that's going to work that hard. And so we've searched high and low to find that quality, and I think we've done a really nice job.
The Panthers watched LSU beat Clemson, and they swooped in and hired LSU's passing game coordinator, 33-year-old Joe Brady, as their offensive coordinator.
Joseph Brady. I'm from Pembroke Pines, Florida. First time. I lost a lot of sleep for a lot of these guys. You got it, brother.
Right here.
Okay.
Carolina's going to sit here, so whatever comfortable look you...
Congrats, by the way.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
That was fun to watch.
Yeah. I'm still trying to process that I'm here right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I felt like 24 hours ago I was like playing in a game or heading back. It's kind of chaotic.
That is crazy.
It's really hard to put into words. It's you're going off of a high from winning a national championship to then being able to represent the Carolina Panthers and to be able to put together a system here in place that fans are going to be proud of, the players are going to be excited about, and so just getting that phone call, it kind of just, it almost kind of lit a fire in me and it excited me because I'm ready for the next chapter and I'm ready to get rolling here. Well, as you guys can tell, this is only the second time I've ever been in front of a camera, so I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
At the hit you're in the hallways,
Yeah, no, it hasn't. This is. I'm in an NFL stadium right now, walking again, and it's not just here visiting, I'm here for work, and so it kind of fires me up. It's kind of, I know I don't get to be with the guys for a while, and you don't get to really kind of start installing things, but I'm ready to get back to work. I know one season ended, but I'm ready for the next one. You want the glasses on or glasses off? Yeah, absolutely. I just can't see anything right now, but I'll roll with it. I don't change. I'm level-headed. I have a passion for this game. I'm energetic, but nothing's fake about me. I think the approach, the preparation, the confidence that I have, that's been there since I was a defensive assistant, since I'm a graduate assistant, and my work ethic. I've always tried to approach things like I'm still a graduate assistant. I understand the role might change, but just because you're in a different position doesn't mean, the work that you put in and the approach that you have should change. And so, I'm blessed at the opportunities that I've had, and I'm fortunate for this opportunity.
I just even cracked a smile with it.
You told me I couldn't. You're directing me what I'm supposed to do. I can't even laugh at a joke.
Now, you said there was as many photos as you've ever taken.
Yeah, look, I'm a ginger with glasses. Look, I'm not the most photogenic guy, but I'll roll with it, do what I have to do. Whatever it takes to win some championships right now, if it's taking pictures, I'm going to do it.
I wanted to go with 2 really aggressive coordinators, one young, one a little older, but they have the same mindset.
Guys, I've been doing this so long. This will be my 44th season coming up. So I've been in about every scenario you can be in. So, yeah, this is great.
All right, it's Mick Mixon with the new defensive coordinator of the Carolina Panthers, Phil Snow. Under what circumstances did you line this gig up, Coach?
Well, I've just been following Coach Rhule. He's been going right up the ladder, and he wanted to come and try this pro football as a head football coach. And I said, well, I'd love to be your defensive coordinator, so here we are. Well, I tease, I always say this, when he was at UCLA, he got my coffee, now I'm getting his coffee. So, no, it's been a great working relationship. You know, he trusts me with the defense, and we've had good success. And so, you know, I don't think things will change at this level. The system is not why we're going to win. It's going to be how fast and physical we play, and have fun doing it, and really be detailed at what we do. It's not necessarily all the time what you do; it's how you do it. Sure. And so that's going to be important.
Yeah. Yeah. The defensive coordinator for me was easy, and Phil Snow. You know, I've never won a game as a head coach without Phil being my defensive coordinator. You know, he's got NFL experience. He's got 30 years of coordinating experience, and I think really as you look at the NFL, more and more college football is seeping in, and so he has pro experience with enough college experience as well to be kind of ahead of the curve on a lot of the things that are happening. And it's great to have Joe here. I mean, he's what the NFL is trending towards. You know, young coaches who see the game in a different manner. So, to me on this staff, I want to have guys with all different backgrounds. I think if everyone's the same, then I don't need everyone. You know, so having people that bring different perspectives is really cool.
While change has been the early theme of the Panthers offseason, Chase Blackburn has been one of the constants. Whether he's educating his son about tornado drills or bringing on a new coach, Blackburn's approach remains the same. He's a teacher, a quality that led Matt Rhule to rehire the former NFL linebacker as Carolina's special teams coordinator.
You know, Chase was a player at the Giants when I was there, and I want to be great on special teams. I don't think you can have a great team if you're not great on special teams. And so Chase has been here. He knows the league. He knows the roster. And in talking with him, it became clear right away that he was going to be every bit as good a coach as he was a player.
Brady, for the moment, avoids the sack, slips away. He's going to launch it deep, and it's going to be intercepted by Chase Blackburn.
Gronkowski against a middle linebacker, you take it every time. And it is remarkably Blackburn who makes the saving play.
While linebacker was Blackburn's position during a 10-year playing career, he was also a major contributor on special teams, giving him a unique perspective of that unit. But with a new staff comes new terminology, and combining two sets of language takes time.
The most important thing we know when these guys come in, having an understanding that we know exactly everything we're doing inside and out. So there's no miscommunication between Ed and I or any other coach. The terminology relates to the new offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. That's a big part of what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Your backdoor to the returner. Yes, backdoor from the return direction. You would say backdoor the actual blocker.
We would use, that's how we did it.
I got you.
That'll take me a minute.
So that one, that's a different.
That'll take me a minute.
Vice versa, opposite. So it's the same thing. You're going to scrape that arm right in front, scrape paint, get your whole back turned to him, and it's going to become like a box out as you go through.
It's funny that wherever it came from, because these guys for this term, because we'll talk about this on defense, they call it worship.
Call it worship because
you're like, you know, like whatever it is. So
right.
There'll be a terminology difference here with our defensive guys doing this, because they talk about doing this like on an interception return or something like that.
If it sounds differently coming from me than it does from the defensive coordinator, and we're doing similar things, it's not right? And that's for me to adjust. And so trying to figure out, it's great for me because Ed has been with them, so he knows their terminology. Obviously, I have my own terminology, and now we can kind of merge it and figure out what fits best.
While much of the coaching staff deals with missing their immediate family, the machine keeps turning as they prepare for a trip with their football family to Indianapolis for the NFL Combine.
In the simplest terms, what is the NFL Combine?
From a football standpoint, it's a piece of the puzzle that helps you separate players into certain categories. We are up there to basically evaluate players and try to help us improve our decision-making process for the 3 days of the draft. So it's a very intensive process, but you know, that's why you do this. These are all little pieces of the puzzle that you have to put together and make the right decisions, and it comes down to who fits you best.
We're in a really, really important time for the organization. We have to do this right. so that we can get the process going. And so I love evaluating players. I think that's really what makes your team go, right? The better players you have, the better you play. And so I'm excited to get there and interview players and watch players work out.
I'm so comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's easy, man. All I want is a little commitment, and you can't give me that. That's just me. You can't give me that.
I mean, obviously, there's so much stuff out there around surrounding Cam and so much misinformation. And how are you going to handle the 30 Cam questions you get?
At the end of the day, the thing is that everything's been said about Cam has been said by everyone else, right? And it's my chance to finally say how I feel, and you know how I feel. Like I'm excited. Like I can't wait to get started. And I think also like it deserves to be said how hard he's working. You know what I mean? To rehab and to. Because the stage that he's at coming back from that injury, it's not just about like the hard work, like lifting, it's about all the little details. And so I'm gonna get up there and say I can't wait for him to be healthy, and I can't wait for a chance to work with him. And I'm excited about the future with him, and excited about who he is, and even getting to know him. Like I didn't know him before this, and like I've loved getting to know him. So I think I'm just gonna say that.
And I think you've said over and over how excited you are just to see him on the field for the first time. What if they do go to questions about if he's going to be the starter opening day? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't think it's right to talk about anybody, on the roster as being a starter or being, you know what I mean? Like at the end, we're all brand new. I think, just being process oriented, just saying, hey, he's going to worry about getting healthy. This guy's going to worry about getting healthy. This guy's going to worry about learning this. Everyone just needs to worry about those things right now and just keep it the combine, keep it, obviously I'm hopeful that guys are, the starters, but I don't think it's fair to start saying, hey, this guy's the starter here, this guy's the starter there. What does that do for the other guys in the locker room? I want everyone to walk in just excited about day one of the off-season program, or day one of OTAs, day one, does it make sense at all? Or?
All the stuff you said.
Got it.
I wouldn't make it too long, but if you hit those, kind of set the stage for yourself.
How long of a session?
Probably about 15 minutes.
All right, let's do it. I have to stand. Love it. Love it. Guys, how we doing? All right, I thought I'd open up with a couple words real quick, and then I'll take your guys' questions. But thrilled to be here. We know how important the combine is, and we obviously have 7 picks in the draft, really important picks. This is the beginning for us of a very disciplined process. We know that we have a tremendous job ahead of us to put together a great team, and I think it all really starts here. So I know there'll be a lot of questions about Cam. My son keeps calling me, asking questions, so I figured I'd address that right off the bat. I'm excited to get him healthy. Obviously, that's the number one goal for us. He's doing a great job of doing his part. We have to make sure that we're doing our part. But I know you guys have lots of questions, so I'll listen to you guys.
Matt, if he is healthy, will he be your starting quarterback?
I probably won't say about anybody that they'll be a starter. I'll try to be really, especially in my first year, try to be really disciplined about not promising things to certain guys. I'll just say that I really want him on the team, and I really want him to be healthy. And I won't speculate maybe on the future of really any player on our team, but I'd like to get him healthy. I'd like to get him out there.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Horsepower will be on display with the tight ends tonight. And it's now time for the 2020 NFL Scouting Combine. And first up, TE1.
What you run at the combine?
4.59, 4.61 on like they put down that rubber track pad. Is it really? And then on my school call, I'm 4.52 and 4.56. That'll get you in the fifth round.
Here we go. The first 40 is a 4.8 flat.
I just want to see it through smooth, how they look. I'm not really worried about the time. I mean, because we don't really know the official time, but I just want to see who's smooth, who's not. And then, obviously, once we get to the work, it'll get more clear. But I just want to see who looks matching, looks athlete. 4.52.
4.49 and 4.5 flat. That's a fast tight end here. He was driving.
4.50. I have no conviction for the kid to make up. Just make him read a Panther profile and then read out and talk about his talent and we'll kind of all bring it together.
Times you're looking for here, 4.62, that's the average. If you look at the top 10 tight ends in terms of receiving yards, that's the number.
You're slow, man. We're faking it.
There's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do. It's the funny thing, coach, because when you ask these kids what they think they're going to run, so they go, 4.6. No, you know what you're doing.
Exactly. Well, the problem is because they go to these places, they train them, and they tell them, like, oh, you ran 4.42 the other day, and then they come out and they run 4.6. Just train them to keep them happy.
With the beast of the combine coming to an end, the Panthers leave Indianapolis with their sights set on an entirely different monster: free agency. With many familiar faces already gone and others set to hit the open market, an intrigue-filled offseason is just heating up.
Teddy Bridgewater, too. I think that he's probably the most slept-on free agent, you know, so me and him already have chemistry, so, you know, trying to see where he's going as well, that's a big factor.
Robbie Anderson had agreed to terms with the Carolina Panthers on a 2-year, $20 million contract.
There was a basic agreement between the Carolina Panthers and Teddy Bridgewater for him to be their starting quarterback for the 2020 season.
The Giants have agreed to contract terms with cornerback James Bradbury, according to Ian Rappaport of NFL Network.
Breaking news, the Carolina Panthers and tight end Greg Olsen parting ways.
Yeah, the team made that announcement in the past 15 minutes. Then Olsen put out a statement of his own.
Panthers are expected to release quarterback Cam Newton today.
Your thoughts on the Panthers letting Cam walk?
I don't even understand why this is breaking news. He's been gone from the moment they decided they were bringing Teddy Bridgewater there. I mean, we all knew. The moment that Rhule and the crew in Carolina decided that Teddy Bridgewater was going to be their new quarterback, Cam Newton was gone. He's gone. Ain't nothing to talk about here. No big deal.
Yeah, but it is news.
We all know he was going to.
A dangerous virus is spreading rapidly in China, and U.S. officials are very worried that it could come here. China has more than 200 confirmed cases of coronavirus, it's called, which produces pneumonia-like symptoms. 3 people have already died from this illness, which has spread to at least 3 other Asian countries.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell will conduct the first all-virtual NFL draft.
Household until it happens. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, which, like, we're going to see that TV up.
ESPN is
look like separation is all about?
It's still coming to you tonight, just from a different location all year long in 2019. When he sees the defenders turn their back, he's going to take off.
Now my honor to announce that the first ever virtual NFL draft is officially open. Got to go somewhere in this area, and if he doesn't go here, then you get into that no man's land we've always talked about.
How you doing?
Yeah, listen, the two
I'm good.
teams that were at the top of the draft.
Sweat it out, huh? We are so happy you got it.
With the 7th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Derek Brown. Wow.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Coach. I really do. It's unbelievable. Getting the call broke me down. It was unbelievable, and I'm excited to be a Carolina Panther, and I'm excited to get to work.
I feel as if I carry them with me, and I feel like that gives me power.
Stanley is swallowed up by 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗟.
𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗟, say hi.
Hi.
Say hi. Say hi.
He actually said my name in the video.
Say hi.
That was my first time ever hearing my dad's voice.
Hello. Yeah.
Yay, clap, clap, everybody clap, yay.
What is the meaning of a memory? When a memory is all that remains.
Give me a kiss.
Wow, that's my man.
May 7th, 2000. 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗟 Gross-Matos had just turned 2 when his father, Michael Gross, and his mother, Sakina, took the family for a day of boating near the Chesapeake Bay.
Michael and 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗟 was on the back of the boat. And then the next thing you know, I see my father-in-law in the water and Michael in the water. And then I don't see 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗟, so I'm like, where's my baby? Where's my baby?
The men were able to get 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗟 back in the boat safely. But in the chaos, Michael disappeared beneath the water's surface. Divers recovered his body a short time later. He was 29 years old.
The guilt from knowing that you did something and feeling like you had no control over it, it's just a heavy burden. I feel like that just doesn't go away, but there's nothing I do, there's nothing I could have done.
𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗟's mother was 25, a widow with 3 young children. She took a job with the DC Metro Police Department where, in 2000, she met Rob Matos, a fellow officer. The two were married 3 years later, and in 2006, Rob adopted the children.
I had always dreamed about having boys, and so, I walked into a situation where I had 2. I've always loved their bond. 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗟 looked up to his brother. His brother was super athletic and just super good at everything.
Less than 2 years separated 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗟 from his older brother, 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕.
He-Man, hi, say hi.
Hi.
𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗟, say hi.
Hi.
We were like Batman and Robin. We were inseparable, absolutely inseparable. We did everything together. He was my role model in everything I wanted to be and everything I wanted to do.
June 3rd, 2009. Rob was coaching 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗏 and 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗜 in a Little League game.
They were calling for a storm, but it was clear. And then they started to play.
I remember I had struck out, and then they called a little intermission to the game because of the weather. The darkest clouds I've ever seen.
We basically instruct the boys to go sit in their cars until this thing passes. And I do remember 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗏 going to grab a baseball, and him and his buddy were gonna go throw the ball around in the outfield.
And I said, oh man, let me come. And he was like, no, 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗏, I think it's best if you don't come right now. I'm going back to the truck, and I just feel this shot. Boom, everybody falls to the ground. Then everyone started screaming. And then I looked onto the field. He was laying there, flesh, blood everywhere. His shoes have been blown off his body, clothes torn apart. And you could just smell it in the air, the burning flesh. And he didn't move.
𝗥HUL𝗘𝗨𝗏, the victim of a direct lightning hit, died immediately. He was 12 years old.
The world itself just got darker. I felt like at the time I had nothing, because my brother was everything to me. I fell in love with football. It was just therapeutic. I just saw things differently. And I felt my relationship with my brother differently.
November 4th, 2017.
Hey, ball out on 3, 1, 2, 3, ball out. Let's go.
𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗏's freshman season. The Nittany Lions were on the road at Michigan State.
Back to pass, sets, waits, trouble, hit it, down he goes! Matos back at the 45-yard line.
In that game, he got his first college sack. It was just this unbelievable rage of emotion. His eyes was watery. We ran over to the sideline, he was convulsing, and it was at that moment that I knew that it was something deeper than just making a sack on 3rd down.
That day, a violent thunderstorm caused a 3.5-hour rain delay, forcing the team into the locker room.
I get a text message from Rob Matos, and he said, I want you to check on 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗏. 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗓 just told me that he feels like that lightning and that thunder is a sign from his brother.
I cried uncontrollably during that rain delay. I felt like he was there. I just felt this power. It makes me think that there must be a purpose for me being here.
𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗏, over here. How you doing, man?
My father saving me from drowning when I was a baby. My brother telling me not to go in the field when I was 10. My mom says all the time, you have something to do here. And they're not gonna let you go till it's time.
Hey coach, how you doing?
He's got outstanding instincts.
Yes, sir.
He also has the ability to find and play the football. And Lewis, what I love most about it is they had so many injuries at the linebacker position.
It's a dream come true. Thank you, sir.
He was able to communicate everything for their parts. So he was a very smart football player for the Giants.
With the 38th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select 𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗏𝗏, defensive end, Penn State.
𝗥HUL𝗘𝗕𝗨𝗏𝗏 led the team at Penn State with 9.5 sacks and 15 tackles for loss. He was a first-team All-Big Ten selection by the coaches and the media, but the things that he has had to deal with through a very, very young start in his life is absolutely incredible.
Hello. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Yes, sir.
The Seattle Seahawks have traded the 64th pick to the Carolina Panthers. With the 64th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Jeremy Chinn, defensive back, Southern Illinois.
Few players work harder than Defensive Rookie of the Year candidate Jeremy Chinn.
Hey, be ready to work, be ready to work, be ready to work!
He's a high-energy hybrid who's played 5 different positions for Carolina this season. Whether he's at inside or outside linebacker,
Let's go! Hell yeah!
corner, slot, or safety, Chinn's one constant is causing chaos.
And a sack lock back at the 40, balls out.
Hey!
That was a sudden change.
Come on!
You just saw Jeremy Chinn right in his grill.
Who's the Defensive Rookie of the Year? Look at what Jeremy Chinn just did on that last play.
Come on!
You're 8 years old. You get a letter. You get to go to your first NFL game. Where was it? What was it like? How it comes full circle.
So the letter, I believe, was from D'Angelo Williams, Carolina Panthers running back at the time. He saw one of my Little League plays and truly didn't really, like, there was another play in that same game that was probably a little better. But he liked the play. He invited me to the game. I got a chance to go with my dad and a couple of my teammates to the game and see the Carolina Panthers play. I was blessed to do that at a young age. I'm sure we still have the tickets somewhere.
Understand buying and servicing vehicles is a good challenge. It is all good for challenge.
Thank you, Coach. I really appreciate it. Thanks for believing in me. Yes, sir. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Carolina.
With the 113th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Troy Pride, defensive back, Notre Dame.
Second night, I was expected to be picked. I wanted to be picked. Didn't happen. What are you going to do? You're going to cry about it? You're going to sulk about it? You can't. So, I sat up and prayed last night. I knew I would be put in the best situation for me. And the call came 7th pick of the 4th round. Truly just to come back home and have an opportunity to, be with the Carolina Panthers and pound with them is going to be amazing. I'm happy to be here. My brother's in Greensboro, so I'll be able to go to his games. I'll just be around family, play my best football in the Carolina.
In November of 2018, Robinson's brothers and sister informed him that his mother had a stroke. Robinson rushed home because his mother meant everything to him. Robinson's mother would be fine, and Robinson returned to West Virginia. In February of 2019, Robinson went home again before spring practice started. As he turned onto his mother's street, he would be blinded by flashing lights. Robinson pulled into the driveway behind his brother, who had just gotten there a few minutes before him. Robinson's brother told him when he had arrived, their mother couldn't speak or move, so he called 911. Robinson's mother had another stroke and was rushed to the hospital where the doctors would run a bunch of tests on her. She told her son she was fine and he should go back to school. Robinson told his mother to call him with any updates and return to West Virginia. A week later, Robinson's mother called him and informed him she was diagnosed with colon cancer. This crushed Robinson. His mother had been out of work since her first stroke, and the medical bills were piling up. So Robinson decided that 2019 was going to be his year, and he was going to get drafted in the 2020 NFL Draft to help his family. This next part comes from Robinson's letter in the Players Tribune from earlier this week and is Robinson's side of the story. Robinson was taking all his classes online and had to return to Pittsburgh for a close neighborhood friend's funeral. Robinson did not feel like doing an assignment while he was home and asked a friend to do it for him. She did and turned it in when Robinson was supposed to be in a coach's meeting. This caused the university to flag the assignment, and when Robinson returned to campus, he was informed there was going to be a formal investigation. Robinson was not that worried because he had a clean academic record and had no off-field issues. The university thought differently and decided to expel him. Robinson's comment on the situation is a very mature one, and he said, "I have no problem admitting it. I cheated. I got caught. I made a stupid decision, and I don't have any excuses. I had the opportunity to do the right thing, and I chose to do the wrong thing. That's it. I own that." In less than 6 months, Robinson's world had come crashing down. His mother had had 2 strokes and was diagnosed with colon cancer. His family's financial problems were only increasing, and now he was kicked out of school, which at the time seemed like his 2020 draft hopes were gone. Robinson never put his head down, and he kept working because his family needed him. He was dealing with all of this while still being 20 years old.
Honestly, I felt like it was major for me, to be so honest, because I felt like me owning up to my mistakes was a major part of it. You know, a lot of people had problems with owning up to their mistakes, and I felt like I needed to make that a point that I owned up to my mistake. I knew it was a mistake, but I learned from it, and that I was moving on and becoming a better person.
Back in Pittsburgh. And the NFL. If you're over mac and cheese and PB&J's, we got good news for you. Right now, get Pizza Hut's best delivery deal. Large pizzas with up to 3 toppings for just $9.99. Available for carry-out or contactless delivery at pizzahut.com.
All right, can't wait.
Smartphones are expensive. The family has to share one. Step up with Boost Mobile and get 4 free Samsung Galaxy A20 phones when you
I want them to have a couple core values, and one of them is toughness. And it's a word that people hear and people talk about, but not many young people really know what it means. I tell our guys, toughness is the mental and physical strength. It's strength, mental and physical strength to do what you're supposed to do, no matter what the circumstance, no matter how hard it is, no matter what the conditions are, no matter how you feel. And it's strength. It's not a talent, it's a skill. It's something that you can develop. And I want our kids, I want them to leave and learn all kinds of things, but I want to make sure that they're tough. That they don't make excuses and they don't let other people make excuses for them. That they don't let the strain of life break them. I mean, it can bend them sometimes. We all know that, man. Life hits us, football hits us, and it makes us bend, it makes us weary, but we can't break.
Listen, we play this game to win. Next question.